Welcome back to Just 2 Minutes, Just a Mishnayos. This Mishnayos so the Nishmas, Fredele Basracham, the Schos of Yitzchak ben Gila, and the Frost, Ter Basirish, therefore Shlema. So Maseches Gittin Perak, Hey, Mishnah Hey, Hey, Rabbi Yochanan ben Gudgada, Ala Cheresha, Shesiu Avia. So Rabbi Yochanan ben Gudgada, see if you can say that 10 times fast, said that he saw that there was a girl who was a deaf mute, who was under bas mitzvah, and her father married her off. She yotza beget, and if she wants to get divorced, she takes the get herself, and he was witness to a story like that. V'aktana bas Yisrael, if we have a girl who was under bas mitzvah, who's a bas Yisrael, who her father marries her off to a kohen, shechelas betruma v'imesa bala yarsha, and over here she's a yisoma, so she's getting married midirabanan, and yet she still gets to eat truma from a. She still gets to eat truma from her husband, which is a doraisa. And if she dies, her husband gets a yerusha, gets inheritance from her. And if someone steals a beam from someone, then uses it to build his house, so he doesn't have to take apart his whole house, and he has to pay for it. He doesn't actually have to give back the original beam because we want him to come back. We want people to be chayzer b'tshuva and give it back. So instead we say, no, you don't have to take apart your whole thing. You can just pay him. If someone steals an animal and uses it to bring a carbon chatas, the carbon chatas works. If people didn't know they was a stolen animal, because then otherwise the kohanim won't want to bring korbanos up, because they'll say, oh well, maybe this guy stole it and it's not a real chatas. Mishnah Vav. When Titus made a decree that you have to kill the Jews. So during that time, there was no halachas of sikrikain. A sikrikain is someone who steals a field, basically comes in and kicks the owner out and takes the field. So we're going to discuss in a second exactly what this halacha is. So it didn't apply then because people were too scared, because they said, oh well, I'm not going to get it back anyway, so whatever, it's fine, he can keep it. Basically, after the person stole it from them. But afterwards, when that gezerah, when that decree was annulled, so then it was in place again. So what's the halacha? We have a case where someone buys it from a sikrikain, from this gangster, and then he goes and also buys it and also pays the original owner. So mikacha batos, in that case, the sale doesn't work, because if he goes and tells the original owner, oh, I just bought it from this gangster, here, now I want to give you the money. So the guy's going to be too scared to say no, because he's worried this gangster's going to come and beat him up. But first he buys it from the original owner, and then from the gangster, so then it's fine, because then the owner actually gave his consent. So we have a case here where someone said that he was going to he took a karka from he said that this piece of land is going to be for my wife's ksuba, and so it's meshubad, and then he sold it. So if the person bought it from the man and then bought it from his wife, so then mikachai batos, then it doesn't work, because it's supposed to be for the ksuba and it doesn't work. But if he first bought it from the woman and then bought it from the man, so then it works, because we know that the woman gave her consent. So this is what the Chum originally said, based in Shalachareim Amr, but then the Chum after them said, if you buy from a gangster, from a sikrikain, so you have to give the owners, it says a fourth, but it literally says a fourth, but it means a third of the value of the field. This is only in a case where the owners don't have enough money to go and buy it back. But if they have enough, so they get first dibs of buying the field. Rabbi Haisha based in Rabbi made a halacha. He made a rule that if the sikrikain, the gangster, had this piece of land for a year, for 12 months, so then whoever gets to it first gets to buy it. But if someone decides from the original owner man to buy it first, he has to give the owner a third of the value, and those are these mishnayos.